You're listening to the EdTechWorld.org podcast, episode 1. Today we're talking about new media, education, how to combine it, and how to change Thai education to a better from a student's point of view. So let's just get started. Hey everybody, this is Sasha here. Welcome to EdTechWorld.org podcast. If this is your first time here today, then thanks for coming. The EdTechWorld.org podcast is produced every now and then, and we're hoping you enjoy it. Show notes and links to presentations, slides, or whatever can be found on EdTechWorld.org. So please come back often. Feel free to add the podcast to your favorite RSS feed. Check it out on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at EdTechWorld.org and on Facebook. If you want to check out my private rambles, follow me on @SayFun. All the links, of course, are also down there on the website. But now let's just jump right in and check out what our latest podcast is about. Today is new. It's not only because she's new, but it's her nickname. She's one of my students at the university, and hence I appreciate very much that she's here today. But she will introduce herself a little bit by herself. Am I right? So please give it up for New, and here we go.
My name is Panapon Pakiti Mongkon, and my nickname is New. I'm the second year student of the Faculty of Journalism and Mass Communication International Program at Thammasat University. And I am doing the educational improvement project in the new media class about how to encourage the student to participate in educational communication. Yeah.
Yes, that's why you're here. Nice. Thanks again for joining. Okay, so then let's just start why you came up with the idea.
So at first I have to tell my story first. I also as a part-time teacher, English teacher at a tutoring school also right now, and I teach elementary students. And I when I start teaching, I understand how important it is for this generation to learn new stuff. In the classroom, they just have the picture, the drawing on the book that is not even the real thing, or the conversation on the book is not the real thing that you would say when you meet the foreigners. So, and some of the fruits or some of the things that on the book they don't even know what the real thing looks like. So yeah, so at that time I kind of started to think that education is not about what is in the book. It's about what you will see in the real world. So I want to broaden the classroom.
Okay.
Broaden the student experience with the real thing. So I started to use internet, use Google, use YouTube, and kind of blend it with my teaching style.
Okay.
So
Can I sit in one of your classes? Oh, okay.
I think last week we did the class about fruit. And I showed them how to pick the grapes or how to peel the coconut. They don't know that stuff before. They don't know how peaches look like. They don't know how the real coconut on the tree looks like. I have to show them kind of, and they start to understand the coconut is not the white. Yeah. The white thing is just the green big thing, and then you have to peel it off. Or the grape is just not grow from the ground. You have to pick it from the vine, and if you want to make the grape juice, you have to do this, do that, something like that. Or we had a class about like the stationery, like pencil, pen, like highlighters, and I just showed them like how actually it is to make like a highlighter. So they can appreciate their like stationery more, like don't just like throw it away. So they know like how hard it is to get that, or like
But
like
it's
what's the
not
story.
only English teaching,
It's not the
like
English.
real life.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Yeah.
So because like language or like the subject is not just about in the book.
Yeah.
It's about like how you can apply those things to your real life. In order to understand like the subject in the school, you have to understand what is real also.
Okay.
And that is how I learned like most of the stuff throughout my life.
Okay.
So because I learned it like at the school, and I also like do some research like on the internet, or like read books, or like travel.
I hope that many real teachers will listen to that and they will say, yes, that's right, we have to do that. But just a quick question, like what kind of school did you attend? And what kind of school did you attend? Like, did you attend a normal Thai school, or did you attend like some?
Yes, the normal Thai school, like the English tutoring school.
Okay. Yes.
So like all my students are Thai.
Yes.
And they all have that problem of like not want to answer anything, or not want to ask anything at the first first classes. Yeah. My first class was so like kind of awkward, because like they don't want to answer, or they don't want to like to ask me to do something, to play a game or something like that. So I have to start like talking to them.
Right.
Like one by one, like what do they like, what is their favorite cartoons, or what is their favorite food, and like I think like half an hour later they start to like open more to me, and like for the second class and the third class they just involved with my activities.
How like why do you have this kind of approach? Like where did you learn that approach? Did your teachers use that, or did you just?
None of my teachers use that. But I come up with like my experience. I have been through both Thai educational system and like the American educational system, because I was an exchange student for 1 year to the US. Okay. So that like I went there with my like Thai educational like behavior. I don't want to ask my teacher if I don't understand something. I just don't want to ask, or in the class I don't want to answer, even I know like lots of things I don't want to answer it. But I start to like learn more how like the foreigners, like other international students act when they're in the class. They just like raise their hands and answer the question.
It's amazing, right?
That's a new thing for me. That was a new thing for me. They just like raise their hand and answer. Maybe the answer is wrong, the answer is right. It doesn't matter, because like the teacher just don't tell that is wrong, that is right. You are so stupid, something like that. Like the teachers, like in the US, they just don't do that. And when like the student then have the problem, they just kind of like the teacher pay attention to each student. That's what I like, because like one time I was in algebra class, and I don't understand like how to do like one problem. So like next morning I went into like the teacher's room and then asked my algebra teacher to teach me. He's just like, oh come on, and drag a chair for me, and then just like sit there and then teach me how to do everything. Like use my calculator, like do like this. I was like, that's the new thing, because in Thailand none of the teachers does that.
Yes, that is true.
Seriously, if you don't know like how to do your homework, it's your job. I mean, like
copy it.
Yeah, it's your job to like hand me the complete homework. Even you don't know how to do it, you have to hand me the complete one.
Exactly, and then you just copy it from somewhere.
Actually, I copied a lot. Like during grade 12, yeah, I copy like most of my homework.
That's how it works, unfortunately.
But after I went to the US, I was like, I understand more things. Like the teaching is not just like the teacher tells student stuff and let the students just understand by yourself, and then copy the homework, or like copy from like the project from the internet, and to send like to hand it in and to get the points. It's not just all that. It's about like the interaction between teacher and student that makes learning easier, and like the student would like the student would feel more involved.
Exactly. Yeah,
and
that's a good point.
and would be more like really wants to learn more.
So I agree on that, because like when I came to Thailand and like tech homework, it's mostly Wikipedia, and I think that's there are two reasons for that. One, because students don't know how to do it, and secondly, I think most of the teachers, they don't check it. They're like, okay, you give me like 20 pages. It's 20 pages, okay, and then you get your check for your homework.
That's right. That's
exactly.
right.
So,
or even for like the high school projects that you should do the research by yourself.
Right.
Most of the students just copy it from the Wikipedia.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the first reason, that no one teaches how to do the project, how to do the report, like how to write what is called kamnam, like the preface.
Oh yes.
Yeah, like the introduction. No one taught. Yeah, it's called kamnam, like the sentence or the statement that yeah. Like no one teaches how to do the contents. No one teaches how to do like the reference, even the reference.
Is it because they don't know?
Yeah, because of like we don't know how.
I mean, because even the teachers don't know how to teach it, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. And you end up with like every project will have the same reference, which is like worldwideweb.wikipedia.thai.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just like one sentence, or maybe like worldwideweb.google.co.th. That's like the only reference that they have.
If there are references at all.
If there are references.
If there are usually like reference Google, reference Wikipedia, nothing else.
Yeah, just like Google and Wikipedia.
Exactly.
Google and Wikipedia. I cannot graduate like from high school without Google and Wikipedia.
To be honest, like I mean, now I teach at university for 3 years now, and right now I'm advising a bachelor thesis, and the first draft was 67% copied from the internet. And it's so easy to check because you just copy and paste it into like the plagiarism checker, and then you see, bam, here Wikipedia. And students still do it because apparently
the teachers they don't check it.
Exactly.
They just don't check it. They're just like, oh, this is a report, and look through the name.
It's like my name, like my teacher's name. Is it on the first side? Yes, it is. It's on the first page. Yes, the student thanks me. Okay, it's all good.
As long as you put like the rate check on the report, and then you put the score on your paper.
Exactly.
It's all done.
So the question then, of course, how do we change that?
How do we change it?
What has to change in your opinion? Because it's nice that you're right now you're on the other side from me, because like literally and like not literally, because from a student perspective, what has to change?
I think the thing that has to change is the teachers themselves.
Yeah.
And like the education system themselves.
But how do we change? Because I don't defend the teaching style, but I understand where it comes from, because when you're like a teacher at like a Thai school, like a college at Achiva or at Matayom or whatever, you don't earn a lot of, you earn like not much, especially outside of Bangkok. The payment is, I'm sorry, the payment is shit. It is. And so the teachers are not motivated to do it, because if they would be like successful in their studies, they usually don't become teachers. They go to like a company or something.
Yeah.
So
or maybe like the teachers just like open their tutoring schools.
Exactly.
Now, like you know, right? Like those tutoring schools, like chemistry tutoring school or English tutoring school. Like a teacher got like more payment than like
way more.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's
Yes.
like huge.
Even more than university lecturers. Just saying. So yeah, they get way more.
It's like Ajahn Uraiwan that I put her on my slide.
Yes.
Like that she teach chemistry. She actually own a building. It's like in the middle of Bangkok. Yeah.
Okay.
Just teaching.
I will resign it. BGM right away.
Because like the money is like, like even you do it for the good faith, you cannot deny it's your motivation, right?
And I mean, it shouldn't be the motivation, but you should not worry about it. You should not have to worry about it. And
you cannot teach for free.
Exactly.
Right? You cannot just like, oh, I teach because I want to teach it. I don't want money. You have your family. You have many things that you have to do.
But have to pay the bills.
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
Right?
So then the question, so I mean, that was just from teacher perspective now. So then the question is still, how do we change the teachers? Because if they're not too motivated, and then
one thing to change is like you raise the payment for the teacher.
I'm all for that. Yes, I agree.
You should do that. This also goes for every the government officers, feels like police or so they will